Okay, good morning, YouTubers. Sawmill Bill 70 here. As you can see, I'm not out in the bitter cold and snow, and it's snow flurrying now. We got maybe a half-inch of snow overnight. No big deal. But what I'm going to do today is kind of just talk about what the heck's going on in this country. And right now, it's like a breath of fresh air. Our President Trump, is doing a phenomenal job at record speed. I mean, nobody can keep up with him, Even the podcasters, they just can't, they could be on 24/7 and he'd still be ahead of them. But anyway, basically is, what they're trying to do to him now is, of course, stop him. The Democrats are, and I should say the Democratic Party, I have no issues with Democrats, unless they're not using common sense. But common sense, everybody should have some common sense, but apparently not. But the Democratic Party is the problem. They are, well, basically evil. You've got good against bad. And by the way, the bad also extends into the Republican Party. So it's not all Democrats. It's all about money. And thank God for Doge. Trump put this plan in and put it together. It's just a brilliant. It's something that should have been done decades ago, probably 50, 60 years ago. But it wasn't. And now here we are. And I'm kind of thinking that maybe, even after his administration, that there's always going to be a Doge to overlook and oversee the government, to keep them in line. We need to keep them in check. There's way too much money involved. Way too much. We have, trillions of dollars being spent on, I really don't believe it's being spent on any of that. I think it's all circling back to the Democrats and filling their pockets. It's like a giant ATM machine for them. And now it's all coming to an end. And they want to stop it. They're saying he can't do that. It's unconstitutional. Actually, I don't know. I'm done with the law. I'm done with it. Always coming back on the Constitution. Yeah, the Constitution's there to protect us, but they're using it as a prop to delay everything, to slow him down, and it's just ridiculous. We can't allow it to happen. But Elon Musk and the crew that he got, they are doing a fantastic job. I have nothing but praise for them. And it makes me feel good that they're getting caught with their hands in the cookie jar. And that they've had their hand in that cookie jar for a long time. And nothing's ever been done. I know people have attempted to, but they never had the backing. Trump, he's been figuring this stuff out probably for the last 4 years. And he's got all his ducks in a row right now, and there's nothing stopping him. Like they say, Daddy's home and he's pissed. And and he's gonna, you can call it revenge, you can call it getting him, I don't care what you want to call it. But what he's doing is working for us. The people who want this country to be better, back to the way what we thought it was back then. Even back then, it was probably so corrupt, but we had no idea. We didn't know. So, anyway, it's just a situation where this has to be done. And, I'm hoping when they dig and keep digging, start getting names That's when I'm hoping the handcuffs come out. And I don't care who they are. I don't care what job title they have. It doesn't matter. I don't care if they're Republicans. It doesn't matter. If they're cheating the public, the citizens of this country who pay their taxes every year, every week, something's got to be done. And for me, the only justification would be to see bracelets put on them, put away, and they lose everything. They lose their pensions. They lose everything. And start over. If you want to start another, and that's the other thing. I think Donald Trump I think he's working up to starting another party. And I wouldn't say his party, but he's going to start a new party, I think. And how that is, or whatever it's going to be called, it could be the mega party, or it could be the Donald Trump party. I don't care what you call it, but let's call it a party of honesty, transparency, and truth, and something that we know that our money is doing the right thing. I mean, we've got, they're not doing anything for us, nothing. I don't even know how they can stand and look people in the eye. North Carolina, and you got California, and they're still suffering. And President Trump is working on that, and I'm sure he's doing a lot more than they're saying. You're not going to hear this on the mainstream media. You're not going to hear this in the NBCs, CBS, ABCs, MSNBC, or CNN. You only hear the negative stuff. And I'm not saying that everything that President Trump is going to do is going to be perfect. But man, he's doing more. I mean, he just got that jailed person from Russia back. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, all you have to do is make an effort. Democratic Party, the Joe Biden party, they absolutely did zero, nothing. I mean, I don't even know how they can stand there and say that he'll have a legacy. It's not going to be a good one. And if it is a legacy, it's in the dump. But anyway, that's what Donald Trump, way I look at it now, what Donald Trump is doing with this country is what this country should have had years ago, and that's a laxative. And that's just basically what he's doing. He's cleaning this country out and starting all over again. And he wants to build trust between the government and the people. And I'm not saying we should at any time ever trust the government 100%. When you start doing that, then things go wrong. But that's why they need an agency like DOJ to constantly overlook if they stay straight. But you can only do so much. But right now, there's nobody overlooking anything. I mean, I can, for $50 million, that's why we have a short supply of condoms in this country, probably. Jeez, it's ridiculous. So we got to take care of our own people first, and that's what President Donald Trump's doing. And he has some great people around him. It's I can't watch enough of what he does. I mean, that's like a soap opera on steroids. And some of the stuff that's going on, it's just hard. Sanctuary cities, they won't give up their sanctuary cities. They won't concede. Why would anybody want criminals in their cities? Why? The only answer, and the only thing that makes common sense to me, is that there's a lot of money involved and somebody's filling their pockets. And we're not aware of it. But just like all these billions and trillions of dollars that they're finding, it's waste. We weren't aware of all that either. All we kept hearing about was giving to other countries, and we just keep giving, and it was endless. Every week they were giving hundreds of millions of dollars every week, it seemed like. And now all that does is put us further and further in debt. And where's it going to end? I mean, we just can't keep doing it. And this is what Trump's stopping. I don't even know how they have a defense for it. It's like, but the only defense we have right now is that. And the people working for him. And he needs our support. And like they keep saying, get the word out. Tell people, that this is wrong. We need this country straightened out. Just keep digging. And when they, I don't know. I mean, they only did 1 or 2 agencies so far. And I don't even know if they did 2 yet completely. I know that USAID, I mean, that's a bust. I mean, I'm thinking that's going to be gone. That was basically a criminal setup. And, then you got the Department of Education they're looking into. Who knows what they're going to find? I think they already found $900 million in fraud there, and they just started. The Department of Defense, they haven't even started that yet, and that was endless money there. And we need that for defense, but that's what we got to use it for, not for kickbacks. So I don't know. I mean, I do think that President Trump wants to end federal income tax. I don't see why that can't be possible. Everybody keeps saying about the tariffs. I'm telling you, he's playing the game one-on-one. What they do, it goes back to him the same. He's not doing anything that shouldn't have been done a long time ago. But there's nothing going into his pocket. There's nothing going into Elon Musk's pocket or anybody else in that department. All they're doing is finding this stuff, and it's not even hard. It's just like, jumping on them, and their bags are full of all this information. It's like, it wasn't hard to do. But, the Republican Party right now is looking pretty good. The problem with the Republican Party is, up until President Trump took over, they were spineless. They had no guts to push forward against the Democrats. The Democratic Party was too powerful, and it's just hard to believe one man can make this big of a change. And there's no doubt in my mind, God has a hand in this. He spared his life, and at Butler, and it's. There's no other way to explain it. There's just no other way. And the problem was the Democrats didn't think it would ever get this far because he was not supposed to be alive. So, and now we're going to come out with the JFK and RFK and Luther King. And, they already said that there were 2 shooters in the JFK, which we were always told 1. So they definitely wanted to make sure he didn't survive. But now we've got a president that's in that same situation. And I just hope that he quits going out into public. It bothered me when he went to the Super Bowl. He's got to stop that. That's what got JFK killed. He always had to have an open vehicle. He always, convertible. He liked the people to see him and stuff. Wow, you see how that ended up. But Anyway, I guess I think the good news is that, and the beautiful thing about President Trump is that he's not a quitter. Man, that guy, he's something else. I'm actually starting to get pride back in the country again. I'm feeling better about how it's being run, and but they've got to get rid of these people, these evil people, in the Democratic Party and in the Republican Party that secretly go along with them. Got to get rid of them. Get them out of there. Have them arrested. They did criminal acts. I don't. If you or I did anything like that, we'd be in handcuffs in an instant. But I'm hoping that when they do arrest them, they knock on their door at midnight and bust it in and handcuff them like they did a lot of the Republicans, and let them be humiliated. But the Republican Party doesn't work that way, and that's the problem. We got to get down and dirty, however bad it sounds or whatever. We got to do it. But make things happen. Get this country back. We've got 4 years of him, and I'm sure it will continue on, I'm hoping. And actually the midterm elections, I'm hoping it goes well. But I really do think, I might be wrong, but I think he's going to end up starting a new party. And I think we need it. Either to replace the Republican Party or the Democratic Party. I don't care. But you got to have more than one party. You just can't have one party. But they've got to be honest. That's all. The Democratic Party are they're crooks. Downright crooks. They figured it, probably 100 years ago, they figured out how to cheat us and take our money, and we wouldn't even know it, and we didn't. And, you've got all these Democrats that, they went in as thousandaires, and now they're multi-millionaires. And I'm sorry, but money doesn't grow on trees and it doesn't fall out of the sky. Somehow you got to get it. And they keep saying about Elon Musk, taking money and from the Social Security. He's not interested in our money. He's got more money and he knows what to do with, and he don't mind spending money for a good cause. The man's a real good person, and I'm thankful for him. He was one of the main components of getting President Trump elected. But you would think a man with all his money, no worry, well, just like President Trump, he doesn't need this money. He doesn't need the aggravation. President Trump, he lives on aggravation. He loves it. He eats that stuff like candy. And the more they push, the harder he gets and the tougher he gets. And I love him for it. The guy's incredible. So anyway, I think that's going to do it for this one. I just wanted to kind of make people think twice. Use common sense. You don't have to know everything that's going on, why they do it. Just use common sense. If it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't taste right, if it doesn't smell right, then check into it. But don't be afraid to tell people. Talk to them about it. This country's on its way back, and I want to keep it going. I want everybody to. I can't even imagine a country without federal income tax. You take $200 or $300 a week out of your paycheck for taxes. All of a sudden, that's going in your pocket. That would be, they keep saying why the food prices keep going up. Well, they're not going to drop that quick. And the thing of it is, if you got a couple $100 extra a week in your pay, you can afford, $1 a dozen on eggs or whatever, whatever it just got to use common sense. But they tried to make everybody angry And that's what the Democratic Party always wanted to do, was divide us. And they've done a great job over the years. But now that President Trump is in there and everything he's went through, what an incredible man. God bless him. And that's it for now. And we will catch you all in the next video. And by the way, this is this is the 12th, February the 12th. So, you know, every day there's something else going on, something new. That's exciting, I'm telling you. I mean, I can't wait to get up and turn YouTube on. I don't watch regular stations anymore. They're done. I'm tired of being lied to. I listen to the podcast on YouTube, and if I suspect something's not right, I'll say it's not right, and I'll look further until I get the answers that I want to hear, that I feel is right for us. So, everybody have a great day, and we'll catch you on the next video.